Hi there, Flat Cup Chef, and today I'm going to show you how to cook a gammon. So, gammon ham, here we go. What have we got? So this is a piece of gammon ham. This is 750 grams. This is an unsmoked one. You get smoked ones as well, buy them in the supermarket. Come with this netting on, which we leave on initially. We'll take that off at stage 2. So, key to this is to give it a quick boil first, and that just takes out the salt. So I'm going to drop this into a pan of boiling water, just simmering for 2 or 3 minutes, and then when I do that, we're going to make a little bit of topping sauce that we're going to use at stage 2. So I'll just pop this in the pan. So that's now in the pan, and so now I'm just going to do this bit here. So I've got 1 tablespoon of soft brown sugar. I've got some ketchup, which I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 of those. And I've got some ground ginger. I'm just going to use a teaspoon. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. And then I'm going to finish it off with still like an extra bit of lovely sweet maple syrup. You don't have to use this. I'm just going to put 1, 2 teaspoons of that, and then I'm just going to mix this together so we have a nice little, quite thick, because we want to be able to coat the outside of the ham when we come to use it. There we go. That's that bit done, and now we have a lovely coating. And set that to one side, and now I'll go back and get my ham. And that literally took the time it took for me to make that sauce. And I'm just going to pull it out. I've now got my dish lined with foil. Pull out ham, and I'm going to put some water in the bottom because I like it to have a little bit of water in there. It just helps it to stay moist during the cooking phase. There we go. And we're then going to cover this up and pop it into a preheated oven at gas mark for 180 degrees centigrade. So here we go. Fold it up and keep it covered. Pop it in the oven. It's going to go in the oven for 45 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes, and then we will be back and we will take it to the next stage. Okay, so it's been in now for 45 minutes. Taking it out, it's shrunk a little bit. I've now got my peppercorns are ready to be used. Whole peppercorns with a spiky end that you can then put into the ham. So we're going to take the netting off. Don't need that now. Sharp knife. Let's get rid of that. There we go. And skin here, the rind. I'm now going to take most of it off. You'll see that there's a dark bit and then there's a white bit underneath. You want to leave a little, like 1 millimetre or 2 of the white underneath it. And it will be thicker at different areas. You can take one piece off first, and then you can always go back. Take another piece off if you've got too much left. There we go. Discard that. See, that looks about right. 1 or 2, no more than 1, 2, 3 millimetres maybe. Now I'm going to take, I'm using this because it's very hot still, straight out of the oven. It's going to create on the diagonal, cut through, and then similarly going back the other way, so we create a diamond pattern, about centimetre squares is what we end up with. Now take clove and push it into the middle of each of the squares. Okay, it's pretty easy to do. It's the spike on the end of the clove. If you get too much fat, you don't get enough of the fat off. What you find is you don't get so much of the flavour of the clove because it doesn't penetrate properly. So you do need to get it reasonably thin layer of fat on top. But you don't want it all off because it adds some real flavour. As you can see, it's pretty quick to do. The pattern's now emerging. There we go, keep doing these. Find your fingers get a little bit sticky, but that doesn't matter. And then I've got my glaze ready to go that we made earlier. And all we're going to do with that is just drizzle it over the top and let it soak in, and it will run down the sides a little bit, but that's okay. Then we're going to pop it back into the oven, which has stayed on. So it's the same temperature, 180, gas mark 4. I'm going to do that for another 15 minutes. Then we'll give it a check at 15 minutes. What we want is it golden brown on top, which will happen because of the sugar that's in the glaze. There we go, almost finished. And yeah, that is it done. So I'm going to pop that back into my pan, like this. Here we go. And I'm going to take my glaze. I'm going to try and stand it up a little bit. I'll use oil to help you. Okay, take my glaze, drop it on. Here we go. Just glazing
really
now.
nice.
Excellent. Should be good. Here we go.
To be fair, I don't eat meat. It smells nice.
Here we go. Glaze is on the top. Back into the oven.
What is it? Pork?
Okay, so there we are. It's now out of the oven, and you've got this lovely finished ham. There we go. I think it looks slightly different. It is because I have put 2 in at the same time. This is the other one. So you've got this lovely studding down here. When you're going to come to carve it, just take out the cloves with a knife or your fingers once it's cooled a little bit, and it will be absolutely delicious. So if you want to learn more, then just subscribe. Every time I post a video, it's free. You'll just get a notification, or you can go to the website, which is theflatcapchef.com, and we'll be back soon. Okay, so a quick tip for you. Stop you getting messy fingers when you're trying to pick these out, these cloves. Is you get a fork and just slide it underneath and lift it out. So that makes it a whole lot easier when you're trying to remove the cloves. There we go. Quick tip, sorted.